All praises to the Most High Yahawah, the Heavenly Father, in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Earthly Mother, sanctifying Yahawashi, the Holy Son. Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, welcome. This is your humble servant, Biglevi. And today is Friday, May the 21st, 2021. And it's currently 5:50 p.m. Eastern Time. And I know some of you are just watching this and it's 8:30, like 8:33 p.m. so to speak. Now, beloved brothers and sisters, before we begin, we want to warn the public, we want to warn our viewers that some of the stuff you're about to witness, they are pretty disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. Now, beloved brother, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry, man. It's just, yo, like, it's always us, beloved. It's always us. It's always us in the media, in the news, online, on the internet. But you won't see things like that happen. Now, before we go into this, we want to warn you, some of the videos, again, they are graphic, so to speak. Okay, this is not me or us promoting violence against any other group out there. Before anybody said that I am enticing violence, this is none of that. This is me making a video showing you what's happening behind closed door in the midst of those people. Now, before we begin everything, I'll say this video probably gonna be at least 2 hours because the people always say the video, they want more. They want more. It's not like they're too short, but they want more. So we are going to give you folks more. This is gonna be at least 2 hours of fun. Peace be with you, brothers and sisters. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. What you are looking at right now, it's called Esau's trouble and the Gentiles' tribulation, and also the two-third punishment. You are going to witness throughout this session, you're going to see a lot of things that doesn't make any sense. Now, beloved, with that being said, let us move forward. Alright, that guy, he's getting it up, man. I heard the name of Biden, that's it. I don't know what the hell's going on. Now, brethren, I have no idea what's all praises to the Most High, man. Listen, man, we have to lighten the mood. It's just always bring me joy when it's not one of us, when it's not our people, brothers, because you can clearly see the plague is switching. All right, it's always bring me joy when Haitian crime. Yeah, right. Beloved brothers and sisters, I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but I managed to translate. I heard the name Biden. No, that's all I heard. I'm not quite sure that's what that is. So when I tried to translate this, and it came out, the rabbis in Palestine disagreed, in front of the cameras, and what was hidden was greater. It's some type of disagreement, okay, for the people that are listening and has the phone in the pocket. Let me play this.
The rabbis in Palestine disagreed in front of the cameras, and what was hidden was greater.
Again, I do not like to say Palestine because they will flag you and say, okay, you are promoting violence and stuff like that. That's why I like to say Palestine. So to throw that freaking AI off. Now, something happened, some type of disagreement, and these guys beating the blessing out of each other. And as you can see, the fellow is pretty angry. Now, beloved, notice one thing here. Nobody called the police. Nobody on the phone said, oh, somebody got to call the police. They just keep telling the dude to calm down. And he's beating he struck, let me see, we are 144 guy. He struck the rabbi, man. He struck him. Okay? He struck, I believe they were a rabbi. So he go 144. He go after another dude. And then he tried to harm him. Okay, this dude, I'm not quite sure what the hell is going on, but this is behind closed door. All right. Okay, this is behind closed door. I'm not quite sure anybody can translate what they are saying. You see, pushing the guys, they are fighting. Now, brothers, why we are bringing this? Why? Because you never seen anything like that happen. Okay, except for the video where Hish was those guys were saying they are pretty. Those guys are pretty violent. Don't let this fool you. Remember that video, beloved. Which one of you remember the video that showed Hish was burning down their neighborhood? They were fighting, beating. They beat a police officer almost. I think they killed one. They killed a police officer. They beat another one to death. Okay, a lot of things are going on over there, brothers. Let me see if I can pull the video where Hish is over there eating garbage. Okay. Let me see. Give me a second. There you go. So this is the video that Hish over there was eating garbage. Now, let us watch a little bit, brethren, and then we'll give a little commentary.
Well, more and more Israelis are falling below the poverty line. In fact, during the pandemic, that number has grown nearly 50%, with 268,000 people joining that statistic just in 2020 alone. According to the annual Alternative Poverty Report by NGO Latet, the number of Israeli households living under the poverty line rose from 20.1% to 29.3% this year. Around 850,000 households in Israel lack essential housing, education, healthcare, and food.
Okay, so that was the video that we upload December the 13th. Okay, it's called The Gentiles Tribulation is Getting Worse Day by Day. So if you want, you can go watch that. So that's what's going on behind closed door, brothers. That's what those people have. They are hiding. Okay, they don't want to show things like this because it's their people. They are eating out of trash, brothers, out of trash can. And to know that those people are receiving 19 million a day, if I'm not mistaken, and then that's how they are living, because the greed is very prevalent over there. It's embedded in them. So it's a very bad things when you see the, well, it's good things to us, but it's a very bad things when you see the seniors are picking food out of the trash can. They are eating trash, brethren. Okay, see those people are picking fruit out of the trash so they can eat. It's not like well, they just told you. It's not like something they are garbage pickers. No, they're just people that are hungry and stuff like that, looking for things like this. Okay, they are eating this thing, and you can see the Hish flag there. This is nowhere else. This is in their land. Okay, those are the supposedly the blessed people, the children of God, and that's how they are eating. So. And I have another video where those guys were burning stuff. Let me see. If I can find it, I'll let you know. Okay, I believe that's the video right here. Yeah.
All right. Now, meantime, as thousands of Israelis took sick overnight, thousands of others were protesting in the streets, but not over coronavirus closures or hygiene restrictions. Rather, massive crowds in Jerusalem, including hundreds of ultra-Orthodox Jews, were clashing with police, gathering in protest against a light rail route planned to run through some of their neighborhoods.
Okay, those guys were setting stuff on
started
fire.
by blocking main roads in the city, knocking over fences surrounding the train's construction areas, and setting work vehicles and nearby dumpsters on fire. At least 6 police officers were reportedly injured, and at least 25 protesters were arrested, including some allegedly armed with knives, sticks, and pepper spray.
So, yeah, that video was uploaded on the 10th. The Father's mighty wrath is upon the loin of the Gentiles. So, those guys were violent. They are violent, brothers, okay? Now, again, brothers, we're staying out of this. This is none of our business, and we have no dog in this fight, no horses in this race. So, we're just going to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Now, beloved, you don't see this hitting the media because they all, some 83, they all come upon an agreement. All those Gentiles come upon an agreement. And they said, anything that is negative, anything that is bad, always put it on those people. Always put it on the back of Yasharallah. Anything that is depicted that is negative, bad, wrong, not good, horrible, put their faces in there. Always say it's them, it's not us. Now, when you see things like that happen, brothers, you know the Most High is in the midst. Now, this is over there in New York, okay? What happened over there is behind closed door. Those guys do this all the time, brethren. Okay, this is behind closed door.
Governor Cuomo is directing the State Police Hate Crimes Task Force to help the NYPD with an investigation into an assault apparently involving protesters in Times Square. The NYPD says this video shows a 29-year-old Jewish man being kicked, pepper sprayed, and beaten on the ground in the Diamond District. They also say an anti-Semitic slur was used. The mob then scrambles to avoid officers. A 23-year-old suspect was arrested. Charges are pending. The NYPD says they are looking for as many as 5 other suspects.
Beloved, Jews and Gentiles alike, when was the last time you saw something like this? When was the last time you ever heard a Hesh got beat up in New York? In New York, brothers. Not by anyone, brothers. By Ishmael. When was the last time you heard this and Hesh was being abused? Sometime you heard somebody vandalize the property, wrote some stuff, but you never seen those people being treated like us. Things like that, they used to happen to us. It's still happening to us. But brothers, now you are seeing slowly but surely those people are catching hell. And guess what? They have a hell of a lot more to come. Yeah, right. We're gonna go to this dude though. He killed a black man though. He killed a brother. Okay, we'll go to him like right after this. He'll go. You know, we'll let me see. We'll leave him.
To a developing story in Northeast Harris County tonight. A man is killed in a case of mistaken identity. The deadly shooting happened in the Westheimer Village subdivision. Investigators say the group behind that attack, 4 people in all, were all members of one family.
Okay. All right. So
Taisha
he killed a black dude. Okay, he was like looking for somebody that was harassing him, and then he saw a car that looked. He was looking for a Dodge Charger. He saw a Dodge Challenger. He blocked the car with his family, and then he shot the guy. And that wasn't even the person that he was looking for. If I have time, I'll look into this. But brothers, now you start seeing how those people are catching hell, and they've been catching hell for quite some time now. They just hide it there because they're very good at that. Okay, those people, they are very good at hiding things. Now, beloved, you are going to witness a hell of a lot more stuff are coming upon those people. We have a motto here. It's called "Stay out of it." We are going to stay out of it. We're not going to get involved. Nobody's going to call us like, hey, help us protest and stuff like that. This is a Hesh man. He got beat up in New York, brothers. And anywhere in Manhattan, brethren. In New York. The reason why you see all those things are happening in New York, all those shootings, all those ley lines are flipping, all those crimes going over there, because they have a lot of those people over there. Their energy is negative. The ley lines switch to us to now to them. the negative energy switch from our neighborhood to their neighborhood. That is why they are moving to the hood. That is why those people are gentrifying the hood. What the hell do you need in our hood, man? You are staying in your suburban. Everything is good over there. You start and some of you start noticing some change back in. I noticed this back in 2014 when the beloved sister Lisa Cabrera had her first channel. I noticed like the drug problem was prevalent, and then it was like all over the community. And then I'm starting to question. I'm like, what else they are hiding over there? That's when the ley lines start to really switching the negative energy from us to them. That is why there are so much, hell of a lot more murdered in their neighborhood than ours. You just don't hear about it. They just don't publish it. They don't make it public. The energy is stretching. What do we have, brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike? Let me know, what do so-called black people have in the ghetto? What do we have in the ghetto so those people are leaving their suburbs and come living in the ghetto and kick us out of the hood? What do we have there? How much money we have? Are all properties are so luxurious, so expensive and stuff? Okay, when they kick you out of there and then you go somewhere else, like you go live in the woods, that's what those people always say they're gonna go. And I laugh at those preppers that they're going to live off grade. I always laugh at those people. Oh, the grade going to be down, and then we're gonna be living off grade. Or anybody that live in the city, you are dead meat, you're going to die and stuff. Oh really? Oh really? So you mean to tell me before that city was there, they didn't have anything there, like any plants, any animals? Look, anytime a city is dead, it would turn back to normal. Plants start going back there. Normal plants that have some of the trees start going back. They have fruits. The animals are coming back, deers and all of that. You will see other animals. They are coming back. That doesn't mean if by the time, which will never happen to us, if we ever left behind like they are, anything that happened to you in the city, you will survive. You will survive. Those people make it like, okay, if you go off grade, the government won't find you. When they say the government, they mean the Most High can find you. Oh, really? Let me tell you something. This is what's going to happen to you. For those of you that are off grid, listen to this. One, you will not get away with this. Two, all your food that you have stored and things like that, they will have vermins in them. Rats, maggots, worms, raccoon, they will turn bad. The water will stink. They will turn like blood. Your little an underground bunker that you have, the Most High have an animal called the Sulanuf. Okay? The Sulanuf will find you. No matter what, it's a human tracker and a door opener. Whatever door that you have, whatever vault that you're hiding under and inside, it will just open it and then they will find you. The Most High will find you. The death angel will find you. You cannot hide from this. For all the things that you've done, you cannot hide from this. This is real. This is not fake. This is not somebody they pay to beat down. This thing is real. Just like this holy slide whistle. All right, brothers and sisters, let us move. How long is nothing even recording, brothers? Yes, it is. Let's move to the next video. Okay, look at this dude. I have no idea what's going on here. They were praying to some mosque or something. This guy coming out of no. Look at this. Okay, if he had a bomb, that would be it. That would be it. Well, I meant to say a bag of popcorn. Zaza. Okay, so, and guess what? Guess what they said? They said, in front of the Kaaba, the pilgrim attempted to attack Benda of the night of the Friday sermon in the Grand Mosque in Mecca without knowing the reason. Okay, they don't know the reason why this guy did this. They're just going crazy. They're just attacking each other. And he's one of the pilgrim. He's one of the guy that's supposed to be here. If that guy had anything on him like a bag of popcorn, it would have popped them. Okay, that's how it is. That's how easy it is for them to pop each other. Okay, all right. Let's move to the next video. Okay, now again, brothers, this is gonna be a little bit disturbing, but this is the truth. All right. Take a close look. You see what happened there? Okay, that guy died though. That guy died. I think he killed like 3 or 4 of them. He killed at least 3 or 4. So you got those group of let me just put this there. Got those group of Israeli police officers. They just stand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now at least 10 of them. Boom. One of them escaped. He run over them. Okay. All right. So they shot and killed this guy. Okay. So this thing is real. This isn't fake. This isn't like something that it's a fluke. It's just happened and stuff like that. This is real. And even though they are talking about ceasefire, this thing is real. And they are destroying each other. Stay out of it. This has nothing to do with us. This is happening on the behalf of Genesis 15, verse 13. Okay, but before that, Isaiah 60, verse 1. Arise. We read Isaiah 60 though. Arise, shine, for that light is come, and the glory of the Lord YAHAWAH is risen upon thee. Shine, brothers. Shine. The glory, the light, the glory of the Heavenly Father is upon us. This verse literally said, his face is turning towards you. He restored the covenant. Let the Father do his job. Okay? Genesis 15 verse 13 still stand. Okay? That's the judgment. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. You afflicted our people worldwide, 400 years of hardcore slavery. We did not serve 430 years of slavery in Egypt. We were living in there as guests. After the Phoenician Pharaoh fell, he died. The Thebaid Pharaoh, the true Hamites, came back. And then they destroyed the Phoenician Pharaoh. They took over. That was another dynasty. The Pharaoh that came in did not know anything about the Hebrews nor Joseph. And then in the middle, he find out that the reason why the Phoenician Pharaoh were so successful, it's because they had the Hebrews were with them, and Joseph was doing all the stuff. So when he find that out, he went to the Hebrews in Goshen and he enslaved them. He beat them. He put them into servitude for somewhere around like 170 years or 70 years, something like that. That was Pharaoh Amunophis in the book of the Pillar of Fire. This Pharaoh didn't even know who the Hebrews were. So we did not serve that 400 years over there. We did serve it here 1619 to 2019. That's why ever since you see all those things, all those plagues and stuff. India is being decimated right now. And also, that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. And the Heavenly Father is judging you right now through the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. What you just saw here, what you just witnessed, is destruction, confusion, destruction by the sword. This dude, okay, he killed him. He killed them. So he killed a bunch of them. They killed him. Execution by the sword, which is number 9. Execution by the sword, and also number 5, destruction by the sword. A lot got injured and a lot got killed. All right. There we go. So let's move to the next video, brothers. I don't think we'll need this, but let's move to this. Now, let's watch this. I'll tell you why they are doing this.
Today, I'm joined by members of my cabinet to announce immediate investments that we will make to improve safety on our streets. One will be the immediate upgrade and immediately deploying devices around the city that let drivers know how fast they're going.
Why is that? Beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, in the comment board and the live chat, tell us why. Why would this mayor pay $10 million? Not even pay, but swagger jack the people out of the $10 million and then do it over there in Washington State? Why would she pay $10 million, brothers? Give us the name. What they are seeing. What is the reason for all of those things? Why would they pay $10 million to slow drivers down and protect Washingtonian? Is that what that is? I would also say Washingtonites. Yeah, right. But Washingtonians. What is the problem here, brothers? Thank you for typing that in the live chat. Thank you. The ley lines. The ley line can do pretty much anything. Well, everything. A lot of drivers are driving, they don't see the person. A lot of them, they don't see the cars. To them, they are driving normal. They don't see anything. To them, they are driving, they are doing at least 30 miles an hour. The ley line coming in, multiply that by 2, they are doing 60. Some of them are doing 60 miles an hour. The ley line double that and open up the portal. They can't see it, brothers, but it's the truth. That is why in multiple states now they see a rise. That's what happened here. They are spending $10 million to tell drivers to slow down because they have way too much accident, way too much hit and run. And you're going to see a hell of a lot more. Let's hurry.
Additionally, this summer, DDOT will lead a targeted effort to improve safety at dozens of intersections across the district. And in my upcoming budget, we will be investing over $5 million to upgrade our automated traffic enforcement cameras. No one likes to get a speeding ticket, but as you've always heard me say, you don't have to get it. But you know, hopefully you never would. What's worse than getting a speeding ticket is getting hit by a speeding car.
No hish. No hish. Till now, brothers, they cannot figure out what's going on. They think it's something that has to do with drunk driver or drunk driving. They're acting like this is the first time people are driving drunks. They're acting, this is the first time they're seeing like so many people are driving drunks. And brothers, before we go to the ley line, remember all those things are happening over there in Haitian. Guess what? Pat Robinson, Perry Stone, Sid Raff, all those major scumbags, they are quiet. Guess what Pat Robinson is ranting about? Let's watch. There you go.
Welcome to the 700 Club. Get ready for a real shocker. Your tax dollars, that's right, yours, may have funded research that started the coronavirus pandemic.
All praises to the Most High, man. Yo, look at this dude, man. Look at Pat Robinson, man. That guy is like 500 years old. Probably, Pat Robinson was probably with Christopher Columbus when he was... Pat Robinson probably was with Christopher Columbus in the boat, you know, mapping the deck and stuff. Pat Robinson's still there, man. And look at them. This is, they release or publish this video in May 19th. Okay, now when you go through their channels, brothers, Oh, they are live right now. What they are doing live? Christian Perspective? What
Secrets? They comparison shop a select group of...
Yeah, selling stuff. Anyway, now, look, brothers, their channels got over 400,000 views. Look at their views. 1,000, 1,554, 314, 2,000 and stuff. People are not watching those guys. They have to do something shocking, some shocking news, and then people will turn in. See all of those like 20, okay, Christian persecution come to this. They have to do something shocking so they can have like some views. Look, let's say we'll take the video. This conflict been going on for like a week. Let's say 1 week. Okay, from 1 week. We'll take it from here. From 1 week, they got like 7,000, 5,000, 1,000, 7,000. Okay, there you go. Israel prepare for a possible ground invasion in Gaza. They got 7,000. And then this, and then that. Okay? Israel, they have to do something like really shocking, like, yo, Israel is under siege. What if anything? Those guys were the one that was bombing the hell out of the people over there, okay? And then those people stay quiet. You don't see Pat Robinson making a big deal out of this, okay? Look at this: Fifth Nation, 990 view, okay? Christian Wars, okay? Israel on the attack. Then they get like 8,000 views, and then Pat Robinson stay out of it. They stay out of it, okay? Those heavyweights, they won't say anything. Okay, they have to put something that will shock you. 111 views. People are not watching their stuff because they see what's going on. They have to put your face in there. They have to put your face, a face like people that look like us. And again, like I told you, those are not our people. Those Cadence, Owens and stuff, they not. They just look like us and talk like us. They are not our people. Okay, so nobody is watching their stuff. So they have to come with something outrageous like... you see, like, right, you see when they put his face in there, shocking discovery. They have to shock you. Shocking, revealing. Oh, this is shocking. And then this will have, people will click for the 2,000. And then when they put like some rockets thing, people they don't watch them. They say very quiet. They are very careful. Okay, they are very careful. Even when they say when Israel may end military, nobody's watching them. The Mosai shut their mouths. This is the type of thing they are ranting about, brethren. They have nothing else to say. They are involving with conspiracy theories, a bunch of stuff. Listen. That's right. It's called gain of function research. They have to come up with something, brethren. They have to invent something. They have to invent something to take the credit from the Most High. They have to make the people feel comfortable. Say, hey, the Heavenly Father is not truly after you. What you are seeing happening in India, this man-made this thing so they can gain power as if they didn't have all the power. The so-called New World Order are going to take over as if they didn't take over. Bill Gates do this so he can get more money as if he didn't get all the money or he didn't get any money at all. All the rich people, they are about to enjoy the blessing, so they have to bring all this so they can enjoy the blessing. Oh, really? For the past 400-500 years when Pat Robinson was a young man. So you guys didn't enjoy that stuff? You guys didn't enjoy anything. Ain't that right, Pat? You guys didn't enjoy the blessing for the past 400-500 years. You did not? So, you mean to tell me the New World Order are going to come and take over again like they did in 1492 and spend another 400 years of blessing or enjoying our land and beating, raping, killing, shooting our people again? Is that what that is? Oh, hell no, man. Oh, hell no. None of this garbage will happen. None of this thing. Now, with those people over there spending $10 million just to slow down drivers because they see something, brothers. They see something. Is that thing even recording? Let me see. All right, still recording. They see something. They see this isn't normal. They're like, okay, well, it has something to do with fast driving. No, that's not what it is, because people been driving fast for a while now. Why is it now? Why is it ever since 2020 kicks in, all those things are happening? Well, it must be drunk drivers. Tell you the truth, brother, some of the people, like Pat Robertson, he drive better when he's drunk. Yeah, right. Some people are like that, brothers. That's what happened. Okay? Oh, and this is another stuff the Mosai sent us. Russia S-400 system to arrive in India. Okay, the magic.
Russia's most advanced long-range surface-to-air missile defense system will arrive in India by end of this year. News agency Interfax has quoted Russian state arms exporter Rosoboron Export, saying that Russia will start supplying its S-400 surface-to-air missile systems to India in the fourth quarter. India has signed a $5 billion deal for S-400 missiles in October 2018 with Russia to buy 5 units of the S-400 air defense missile systems. In 2019, India made the first tranche of payment of around $800 million to Russia for the missile systems. The first deliveries of the missile systems will take place in October to December this year. The S-400 is known as Russia's most advanced long-range surface-to-air missile system defense system. Based on the Triumph Interceptor, the missile system can destroy incoming hostile aircraft, missiles, and even drones at ranges of up to 400 kilometers. A group of 100 Indian Army personnel was sent to Russia in the last week of January to begin training on how to operate them. The deal had drawn warnings from the Trump administration, saying the contract may trigger U.S. sanctions under CAATSA. CAATSA is a tough U.S. law that authorizes the administration to impose sanctions on countries that purchase major defense hardware from Russia.
No hish. You guys are selling hish over there, you know, all those missiles, and when somebody buy from them, from anybody else you don't like, oh, sanction. Wait, you guys supply hish with that Iron Dome thing. And then when India bought those things, you guys, oh, sanction. S-400, you mean slavery? S stands for slavery. 400, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike in the live chat in the comment board. Give the Most High all praises and all glory. The Most High is grand, man. The Most High is grand. The Most High is big. All praises, man. Now, those people got $5 billion they spent on some missile they're going to use on each other, which is good. They didn't upgrade their military, well, not military, their health system. They did not foresee. They're like, wait a minute. We have $5 billion. We can look. The so-called United States is already, well, this is debatable, is already far ahead in military might. Let us be at least Indian. If this plague is out there, let us be the center of health. Let us be the place that if any other country need help, they have to come to us to get that thing eradicated. Let us spend $5 billion to study how we can better take care of this thing in our country. Let us be the most advanced health system in the entire world. Nope. Let me catch with them. Don't you know those people have a blessing? They got the blessing of the sword. And there's no difference between the bear and the eagle. They are the same people. They are brothers. Beloved, if anybody that truly wanted to get rich at this time is to find a way to, well, which you can't, find a way to properly taking care of this. Make a center that you taking care of people that have this thing. Make a quote unquote a quarantine hospital or a quarantine hotel, where this hotel is made for people that have this thing, mild symptom, they come and then they quarantine there. Everybody that walk in the hotel or that here or a space or a village or a villa or condominiums or a place where the people that have mild symptom can come over there and quarantine. And you provide them with proper natural stuff such as tea, you know, seracity or stuff like that. You help them pray. You pray the Most High, you let them to uncover their heart, they will heal. You will make a buttload of money. Trademark by Big Levi. If any one of you scumbags stole my idea, I mean, hey man, sign the check, man. You know, hey. Cut the cake, man. Take the piece, leave me the rest. That was my idea. I come up with it. Nah, you know the most I always beaming thing into my head. No, seriously, man. If you swagger jack me, you take this idea or start making money on it, man. Better cut Big Levi a check. Yeah, right. If you don't, you know, you'll be just like Saul. The most I will send a spirit upon you just like Saul. A narcissist, a narcissist scumbag zombie. Yeah. Instead of those people, brethren, spending their money, spending their resources and getting better, technologically speaking, and in the health system, nope, they choose, let me see, there we go. They choose to buy more missile, more stuff, more missile, more bomb, because that's what they are. This is the blessing. Nobody sit down and say, wait a minute, this world is in crisis. We need a better plan. We need a better way out of this. How could have invented a mask that when the mask only activate in your face when it can smell, when the mask can detect the virus? What if let me make a device like a watch, like a waistband that can detect the device. One, when it detect the virus, it will beep or it will just vibrate. Let me make a proximity device, a proximity watch or proximity wristband. Like everybody will wear it. If you get closer than 6 feet, both devices will beep, and then you will just get away, and then the device will turn green. You mean you good? Let me do something to help this thing. Nope. Weapon and weapon and weapon. Now, with that being said, we were talking about the ley line. Let us watch this one that happened like a few days ago, a few weeks, a few months. Let me see this. But look at this. I don't want to go too much into this because apparently this bakery owner got a raggedy oven.
Just into the newsroom, showing the moments after a pastor was run over. The driver never stopped at the scene. Local 10's Gio Insignaris is in the newsroom with more on this.
Nicole, Noah Aguilar spent more than a week in a coma after being hit by a car while riding his bike on the MacArthur Causeway back in late March.
Remember this? Remember in March, this pastor, he got run over by who? But this is the Mosai sense of humor, brothers and sisters. He got run over by who?
Now we're seeing the events of that night from the officer's perspective. Let's walk through some of that video. First, you can see officers arriving to the Continuum condo building on South Beach. That's where investigators say the alleged driver, Catherine Colabella, left her car with a valet before heading up. Management noticed something was off, alerted police. Here we see the car, a Mercedes with significant damage on the windshield. After the officers take a look at the car and talk with staff, a tow truck is called to get that car out. Now let's move to some more body cam footage, this time from the scene of the hit and run, showing officers holding off traffic while the victim is being treated there on the ground, eventually putting him on a stretcher and taking him to the hospital. The last piece of new footage includes a look at the suspect, Colabella, at the Miami Beach Police Department the next day, where police say she went to ask about why her car was towed. Now, according to police, Colabella confessed to running over Aguilar and leaving him on the street. Aguilar suffered a head injury from the crash that day. He underwent surgery and doctors placed him in a medically induced coma. Eventually, he was able to wake up and talk with his family. Meanwhile, Colabella is facing 2 felony charges of reckless driving with serious bodily injury and leaving the scene of an accident involving serious bodily injury. Nicole, Louis?
Okay, Gio, thank you for that.
Brothers, this pastor got run over by a porn star. This is the Mosai soiling. This is the Mosai clowning those people. And you can see these women stay in one of those luxury places over there in Miami, and the condo. Is that thing recording? Yes, it is. Yeah. This is the most. She's staying in one of those condos over there, one of those expensive condos. And those people, brothers, tell you the truth. They make a lot of money. When it comes to filth and garbage like this, they make a lot of money, which they spend on drugs and alcohol because, you know, this thing is degrading. That's what the Most High does. That is why it's not like she didn't see him. It's not like she saw him or she was drunk. She simply didn't. Beloved, some of the stuff, man, you got to ask yourself, first of all, let's listen to the 10-second of it.
Just into the newsroom, showing the moments after a pastor was run over. The driver never stopped at the scene. Look.
Why would the pastor ride a bike like 3 a.m.? Probably this guy was, the Most High spare his life because he was, quote-unquote, an honest pastor. Or, if there is no such thing, if there's a such thing as a honest, a faithful, it could be an honest dude. If he was a scumbag pastor, like if I wanted to be a pastor, this dude should have been riding a Rolls Royce or some type of, at least a car, man. The guy was driving a bike. I think he got off work that time. Remember, brothers? I think he was working in a restaurant. And then he got run over. By whom? Probably somebody he was paying online without knowing it. Most likely the pastor is one of them OnlyFans fans. Most likely, you never know, brother. This pastor have his own OnlyFans page as a cowboy. Alright, Biglevi is too much. Okay, let us move, brothers and sisters. Let us move. Let us move. We'll get back to this dude. Now, before we get back to this guy. So, you know, those people, that's what they do. They are buying weapons. You know, the Most High is setting them up. Now, another stuff happened over there, brothers. Let me see that there was one hish stuff. Here we go. Now this one, brothers, let us listen to this one.
I'm telling you about.
Oh no, wait, that's not that one. Where the hell is this thing? Oh boy, that thing is somewhere here. Okay, there we go. That's the one that we're looking for.
Starting to scream at us through the window. You know, free Palestine, F the Jews, die Jew.
A family vacation here in South Florida ruined after an anti-Semitic attack. Eric Origin here, his wife and teenage daughter were met with hate after leaving a synagogue in Belle Harbor. The family believes the group of young men verbally attacked and threatened them because they are Jewish. The incident happened along Collins Avenue and Harbor Way. Origin says that a driver who witnessed that attack defended them, pulled out a gun and chased the men away. The group drove off while making those disturbing threats.
I won't be surprised if it was a Negro. Beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, type in the live chart. Type in the comment board. When things like that happen, what do you do? What do we do?
They yelled they were going to rape my wife and rape my daughter. They then proceeded to continue screaming. They threw garbage at us out the window. They threw a water bottle out the window.
Well, police are investigating this latest incident, which comes on the heels of other anti-Semitic attacks right here in South Florida. Last week, an anti-Semitic group was spotted spewing hate in a van covered in anti-Semitic writing in Boca Raton, Dania Beach, and Miami. Miami-Dade Mayor Daniela Levine Cava reacted to the incident, saying, quote, as a member of the Jewish community and the first Jewish mayor of Miami-Dade, acts of anti-Semitism in our county cut especially close to home.
Yeah, so as you can see, brothers, those people are catching a lot of hell. They are catching a lot of hell. So thank you. We stay out of it. Stay out of it, okay? Now, this video probably, this is going to be a little bit disturbing, brothers, but it's just, I have to bring it in, but it's still a little disturbing.
It is a medical mystery. Some people are developing enlarged tongues, and doctors believe it's a COVID side effect.
Stephanie Whitfield is working on this story for tonight at 10, and we want to warn you, some of these pictures may make you uncomfortable to look at. Here's Stephanie.
It's very rare, but it's serious and painful. It's called macroglossia. We told you about the rare condition last fall when we shared Anthony Jones' story.
I kept the faith.
At the time, there were only 2 documented cases in the U.S. Since then, Dr. James Melville with UT Health has heard about 7 more patients, including Karen Washington.
Now, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, and I know a lot of us, a lot of the people still thinking this is some type of fake thing. This is the elite trying to scare you because they want to take your freedom, okay? Because they like repeating what the garbage the Gentiles are saying out there, because people are always trying to take away a Negro freedom, as if a Negro were ever free, okay? So now, when you look at something like this, brothers, I know it's a little bit, it's pretty shocking. But again, they always show it as it's something that happened to us. Now, when I was doing some study and things like that, then I find out that your tongue is made with your tongue is not it's not a muscle. It's very different from the meat, from the flesh that are upon your body. It's not the same. It's like something by itself. The only thing that come closer to the same flesh as your tongue is your third leg. So if when the doctor was studying the tongue, the meat, the flesh of the tongue is very similar to the third leg. So now if this thing is was affecting this type of meat and flesh, it should have affected the main third leg. You should have go your third leg at least. Let me see, the tongue is at least 3 times. The size would be 3 times. So it's not like something that affected this type of flesh. It affected specifically a tongue. The tongue, like it's not affecting anything in the body. Anything else, it's not swollen except for the tongue. This should have tell you something here. The Most High is sending a message out there. I got an idea what it is, but they always say they say they got 2 cases documented, but turn out both cases are all people, and there are plenty of this thing out there, brothers. There are so many effects of this thing. A lot of people think when they get this quote unquote this plague, and then it went away, then they think, oh, woof, I'm out of the hood. Look at this.
Couldn't eat, I couldn't talk, I couldn't do nothing.
Okay, what this woman has, they call it Bell palsy, and I had it, and I'll show you the video where I went when I had Bell palsy. It was the scariest thing I ever had in my life. I thought I was having a stroke. I thought I was going to die. Okay, I had Bell palsy like 2 years ago. That was like the worst thing I ever had, man.
It was just hanging all the way down to my chin.
Tonight at 10, I'll share with you Karen's story and how researchers are now trying to solve how and why this is happening to some people.
Okay, so
heartbreak and outrage.
They didn't say this, but anyway, another teenager got struck and killed somewhere in LA and stuff like that. Let me see. No, we got this. We'll come back to this, okay? Now, beloved. Two-thirds, man. Anyway, so.
And we have new developments about the shooting death in Union City of a mom of 6 who was also pregnant. Police say that the mom, Dina Fuller, was at home on the floor dying, actually found outside the doorway there, and that 2 people who were there, her boyfriend and the boyfriend's father, failed to help her, and then they left her there alone. Now police have an urgent request: help them find her boyfriend, Joshua Fisher. John Sherrick has more.
She was living her life loving her 6 children, the oldest 15, the youngest still an infant, and Dina Fuller was pregnant again and happy, says her close friend from childhood.
Very loving mother, very protective, and it's absolutely devastating. It's unreal.
Dina Fuller lived in a ground floor apartment at a complex on Hightower Road in Union City, along with the father of her unborn child, Joshua Fisher, and Joshua's father, the unborn child's grandfather. Late Sunday night, all the children except the infants were away, and a man called 911. Detective Ronnie Allen says first responders found Dina Fuller on the ground just outside the front door, apparently shot in the head, still alive, but unresponsive. No one else was at home. Dina and her unborn child died later at the hospital. Then Detective Allen says, while investigators were still at the apartment, the grandfather of Dina's unborn child returned home and told police he was there earlier, but he'd been asleep in his room.
And when he woke up, he went outside and discovered Miss Fuller on the porch, and he and Joshua and the youngest child left the location and went to a birthday party.
The boyfriend's father is now facing charges. Detectives hoping once they find Joshua Fisher, they will begin to find out the answers Dina's children need almost as much as they need her.
So we don't really know if the brother did this, because it could be anybody. It could be anybody. And if brothers, this is not me picking up side, but if somebody got shot in the head and that person is bleeding on the ground, on the floor at your house, and this person just skip over that body and then grab his stuff and go to a party and go enjoy themselves, that means whatever that person, whoever got shot, that person was most likely a horrible person. Most likely that person that got shot, they could not stand this person. Most likely when that guy saw this, the father's like, oh, hell no, I'm not going to put my hand into this. He just left. Most likely this person is a very disrespectful person. How much could you hate somebody to see that person get shot? It's not like a random person, brothers. This is your daughter-in-law. In your house. Bleeding on the floor, getting shot in the head. And then you left this person die. How much you hate this person, man? And they say the father he's charged with something. The best defense they're gonna use for him is like he was shocked. He wasn't shocked. He didn't know what to do. I'm not quite sure if the boyfriend does that or somebody else, but this is plague number 9, brothers. Execution by the sword. Okay, so a lot of people are dying by the sword, and if you see things like this, if anything like that would have happened back in 1920s and 1910, but first of all, they would have never been together. And then this thing that was happening like in the 90s and the 2000s, it would have been all over even in 2018-19, it would have been all over the news media. Inside Edition would have done something and stuff, but they are too busy with the railroad. Okay, so this is well, let me see first. Yeah, that's CBS San Diego. So yeah, fire conflagration of the cities. Okay, much more houses are catching on fire, and the firefighters are busy. Okay, they are busy, man. The burial is in the midst. A lot of things are happening, brethren. This thing is crazy, man. It's crazy. All right. That's Pat Robinson, you know. And they are talking about corrupt culture allows pornographic reading for 5th grade. Is that what that is? For 9th grade, this must stop. That's like the worst thing. I don't even listen to this. But anyway, school scandal. Let's see what those people are.
A school board meeting rated X. Lewd passages read out loud by parents up in arms. So what's the source of these jaw-dropping words? They're assigned reading for students in the 9th grade. Well, what's going on in Virginia's Loudoun County schools, and whose heads may roll because of it? Tara Mergener reveals the outrageous detail behind this explosive scandal.
Loudoun County had already become ground zero for a number of national debates, mainly because parents are making noise. A warning, what you're about to hear is offensive.
Every time she made too much noise, I'd walk in and kick her.
Jasper wasn't even my boyfriend, just this dude I did some hacking with once in a while.
It's okay. It's cool. This is what girls do at parties.
Those jaw-dropping words read by mothers from books recommended to students in Loudoun County Public Schools.
That's shocking. I am flabbergasted. Is that the real world? Is that what they said it? Before I say something offensive to you people out there, certain people that used to, use this word. Flabbergast. Here we go.
Here's the definition of flabbergast. Informal. Surprise, someone greatly astonish.
I am astonished. I am astounded. I am amazed. I am surprised. I am startled. I am in shock, good sir. How is this supposed to happen in school? I thought we were God-fearing, Fox News-watching, believing scumbags. How is this happening? This is like the greatest thing. Don't mind India going over the people are cremating body and then Haitian killing Ishmael is killing Haitian, all that thing going over there. Don't mind this. Don't mind Boris Johnson still sleeping, holding that bottle of whiskey hard in his hand. Don't mind him waking up, take that dreadful swig and they get on camera and say, oh man, that new Indian variant, I'm worried about it and stuff. No, don't mind that. Shocking. It's national. Oh, there's an uproar. There's a tumult. Define tumult.
Here's the definition of tumult. A loud, confused noise, especially one caused by a large mass of people.
Well, apparently that large mass of people is Pat Robinson himself. Oh, I'm outraged. They are teaching our children and stuff. 9th grade. No, they're still 9th grade. Is that like 16, 17? I don't know. Oh, man, they are teaching our children. Those 16, 17-year-old, 14 years old. Is that what that is? Put it in a comment. But I'm not too good with that, with high school stuff. Oh, they are teaching our children and stuff. Really? Really? So you guys are not worried about your numbers being dwindling down? Over 1 million of you die in this plague. Your economy is circling the toilet bowl. And what the hell Pat Robinson is still concerned himself about that stuff young people are reading and doing out there. As if you have Pat Robinson is talking out there as if his third leg is working. Pat Robinson is talking like as if he has kids, he has little children over there. I'm outraged. You will be shocked. Brothers, sisters, listen. I would agree, or I would say 90 or 99, but I say most of the people that are listening and watching here, well, if not all of us, were in high school. And as a young man myself, I was a curious young man, okay? I bought magazine and I swagger jack a couple of VHS. For those of you who don't know what VHS is, like a little small rectangular box thing that has like a bunch of tape in it, and some CDs, the DVD player. Remember those early DVD players in the 2000, early 2000, late 90s, those little portable DVD players? Let me see if I can pull up none. Portable DVD players.
Here are some listings for portable DVD players within 7 miles.
All right, so those, no, I don't want to buy one, but those things were very popular when I was a teenager. And they were freaking expensive. I could never afford one, but I could borrow one from my friend. Now, brothers, you cannot bring one of those things at home, and you cannot keep walking around with one of those things in your hand. Now, kids nowadays, brothers, they have the internet. They have their phone. It's literally impossible to keep them off from certain smut, some certain filth. They will get to it. Now, those people are acting like, oh, they are teaching that in school. You think kids, not even kids, you think people nowadays needs to learn something from school? YouTube is loaded with a bunch of things you can learn. You can learn how to cook on YouTube. You can learn how to do anything on YouTube. Just like you can learn how to do anything on YouTube, you can learn how to do anything on any website. I was reading another article that Mark Zuckerberg was going to make a Facebook for kids. We see where you're going, man. a Facebook for kids, for children under 6 years old. Because social media is all, after, you know, it's all the rage. They already got TikTok. Brothers, you really don't want to know what's on TikTok. For my people, for my senior citizen, bless your soul. Bless you. You did not get into this generation of TikTokers. You really don't want to know what's in there. You really don't want to know or don't need to know. You think it's all about, like, hey, make a little music video and stuff like that? Nope. Those people acting like this is like they're all rage. We are outraged and stuff. Oh, so you are not outraged that this fellow, this rabbi fellow, talking about, oh, the so-called African-American are the true children of Israel, or they are part of the seed. You're not outraged about that. You're not outraged about the 400 years being up and our people are gaining foot. We are gaining step. The Heavenly Father, his face is turning towards us. You're not outraged about that. You are not outraged about you not giving us justice, because, well, anyway, you can't give it. You know, you're not outraged about the heavy plagues that are upon the world, the heavy stuff the Father is sending upon you and your people. You're not outraged about this, yet you're outraged by some like 9th grade somewhere in Virginia, and we should be. We see this is why the Lord have to destroy us, because those kids are learning about sex and they are learning about like stuff and filth and porn and all that. The same garbage that you people used to pull and push back in the 60s, 70s, you are pushing the same garbage now. You think those kids need your book to learn about things? You think they need that? They got phones. Those people are always taking like the least minimum stuff, the most like insignificant things, and then put it in your face and say, worry about this. Oh, so you're not worried about paying that 400 years? Okay, well, whatever, man. So we know the Heavenly Father is in the midst and he's working for all of that. Now, this is plague number 6. Is that what that is? Yeah, plague number 6, increase of hail and snow over there.
Some rain falling in the Bay Area. We'll switch our focus for the moment, though, to the Sierra, with a lot of snow falling and plenty of people enjoying the spring surprise. Reporter Renee Santos is in Truckee in the middle of it all.
And this is what we've been experiencing all day, that snow falling. People up here in Truckee didn't know what to expect. The late spring storm even catching visitors off guard.
And it's snowing, because nobody back home is going to believe this.
Tanya Darty, visiting from North Carolina, wasn't expecting snow during her trip. The late spring Sierra storm even catching locals off guard. They heard about the winter storm advisory, but didn't expect to see a winter wonderland this late in May.
I'm used to the snow, but I'm not used to the snow when it should be almost summer.
Usually the weather's really nice during this time of year. But I guess it just decided to up and dump on us randomly.
But not everyone is surprised. Scott Lee says he's seen snowfall in the Sierra well into the summer.
Very odd, but it does happen. I've been up here when it's in July and it snows.
And yep, it's snowing and it's nice and we're loving it.
Marty Lee came without a jacket, not knowing snow would make an appearance during her trip. She was given a heads up about the change in weather.
So those people think this is a joke. That guy, it happened. It happened before and stuff, as if it's the same thing. Oh, I don't know. That woman say, oh, I don't know. The weather just decided to dump on us. No, hish. You know, wait until the Most High drop that deuce on you. No, wait until the Most High drop that holy deuce on you, and then you're going to say, oh, man, this thing is for real. Brothers, it's a increase of hail and snow. Again, this is a little bit. You're going to see a hell of a lot more every year. All right?
An Orange County family is devastated tonight after their 19-year-old son was hit and killed by a suspected drunk driver. He was walking home from work and was just a few feet away from his house when he was struck. CBS 2's Joy Benedict is live in Orange, where she spoke with his mother. Joy.
I think we watched this yesterday, though.
Pat, it's simply heartbreaking, right? It was just about 24 hours ago when a 19-year-old by the name of Aiden Urostegui was simply crossing the street behind me. This is a very busy Tustin Avenue, but this young man was in the crosswalk. He had a green light, but he didn't make it across. All day long, folks have been coming by, lighting candles and playing flowers down here to pay respect.
All right, let's see what's on the candle. If they can give us a zoom, sometimes they put Azariah there. You know, you'll know, like, hey, That's what this happened.
But they also want answers. It's an unimaginable pain to lose a child. But this mother said a prayer and lit candles for her youngest son as she's still trying to understand why he isn't coming home.
He was so close to home. It was just one street.
There's a saying in Haitian Creole, ancient Paleo Hebrew said, bien préparé la caille, which literally means so close doesn't mean you're home. Or too close doesn't mean you're home. Only when you're home, you're home. If you're right in front of your house, or you're about to get to your house, that doesn't mean you're home. You're not in your house yet. Until you're in there, the door locked, you sit on your bed, you sit in your house, then you're home. Just because you're about to cross the finish line, that doesn't mean you won. You have to actually cross it. And this kid did not cross it.
One street. He was so close.
So
Just pray
close.
for us. Help me understand why.
Yeah, well, that's the plague.
Just pray.
That's the plague. Plague number one, sorrow. Okay, define sorrow. Oops, sorry. Define sorrow.
Here's the definition of sorrow. A feeling of deep distress caused by loss, disappointment, or other misfortune suffered by oneself or others.
So this mother suffered a loss there. Okay? Her 19-year-old son, a young man, died. And the guy that hit him, he's another one like them. He's another fellow like them. So they were showing the video.
For my family.
Aiden Urostegui was crossing the street Wednesday night, walking home from work and just feet from his front door when he was struck and killed by a suspected drunk driver.
I just hope that he isn't allowed to do this again. And doesn't hurt another person or family.
The 19-year-old graduated from Villa Park High School last.
Wow, standing right on top of it there. That's okay, but we know all those rocks that they are Minier and Dolmens and they are our stuff. No problem.
Last year, he was working at Starbucks up the street and had just bought an old car to fix up as he dreamed of becoming a mechanic.
He loved Miatas, and he bought an old Miata that he wanted to reconstruct and fix up. Now that's going to be our family project.
Police say it was this man, Satani Panomi, who was driving the pickup truck that hit the teen.
Look at this, brothers. That means he hit that guy really hard, brothers. He hit the guy. He hit the dude. Look, if he did hit the dude with the windshield, there would be a high probability that he would have survived, like the pastor. The reason why the pastor survived is because the porn star hit the bike and then he flew in the window. He survived, but he hit it with the car directly. Okay, he hit him on the passenger side. That means like he actually was. He was in the coursework. He hit him like this, man. Wow.
Although he stayed on the scene after the crash, police say Panomi failed a field sobriety test, had a suspended license, and a previous DUI conviction. So he was arrested for murder.
That's unspeakable. Like, people shouldn't step in the car.
And there's a lot of guys named Joshua, man. The first dude that killed they allegedly killed that white girl, his name was Joshua, and then another Joshua. Is the Most sending us a message about Joshua? Is there will be another Joshua kicking ass and taking name? Beloved brothers. Most likely there will be another Joshua. We don't know, but it's like weird. Two Joshuas. Anyway, let's move to the next video. Fiery conflagration, brothers. Let's watch this again.
We're learning more about the condition of two teens on a boat that burst into flames on Lake Lanier. The boat exploded near a refueling dock on Mother's Day weekend. Medics airlifted the brothers and sister to the Grady Hospital burn unit.
Fox 5's Rob DiRienzo spoke today with a close friend of the family.
There is still a long road to recovery for 13-year-old Gunnar Coleman and his 16-year-old sister, Taylor. Both were severely burned in the blast.
Look at the heat on that fire, man.
The two teens that were on this boat on Lake Lanier when it exploded on Mother's Day are still sedated in Grady's burn unit.
They've been going through multiple surgeries throughout the week.
David Dirks is a close friend of the Colemans. The whole family, he said, was on the boat at the time of the blast, but 13-year-old Gunnar and his 16-year-old sister Taylor got burnt the worst. Doctors had to put Taylor on a ventilator.
The doctors opted to put the boy under sedation as well, just so they could really care for his wounds.
The boat burst into flames at Margaritaville at Lanier Islands, near a dock where boats refuel at.
Now, the Mosai is sending the message. He told them, like, you guys cannot enjoy the blessing that you used to. I believe, is that Lake Lanier? Is that Lake Lanier? It's like, this is a horrible lake. I think a bunch of things happened. Isn't that was the lake where Trump supporters' boat got, their boat sunk? Is that what that is? They were sinking. I was watching a video. Let me see if it is Lake Lanier. Lake Lanier boat sinking. Yeah. That was in 2019. Yes. Is that what that was? Let me see. Yeah.
Report for President Trump yesterday.
Okay, wait a minute. Is that, yeah, that was in Lake Lanier. Yeah, brothers, that's
Organizers say more than 1,800 boaters registered, but they estimate more than 3,000 boats total joined in on the parade. Spectators line the shoreline. Officials with Georgia DNR say no issues were reported out on the water. Organizers say this won't be the last event. They hope to organize another parade soon.
No, you didn't, because Trump lost. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, that was in Lake Lanier when those boats when they had that Trump parade and all those boats, they just starting to sink. Yeah, the people were like, they were yelling and stuff, and then something going on in this lake now. This explosion. These things like that not supposed to happen, brothers. You're not supposed to see a lake in the news all the time like this. It's a notorious lake. It's a notorious lake, okay? So, yeah. You forgot how the idiots sank their own boats. That's the only reason I clicked this. You didn't include it. Water croc. They did not, because the brothers, at least half of them, they went down. Some of the boats catching fire. This isn't normal, brethren. It's not normal for you. This is the most high sense of humor, man. Wait a minute. Do we have something coming up in May, like some type of Memorial Day? I believe. When is Memorial Day? Because I don't keep up with this.
Memorial Day in United States will be on Monday, May 31st, 2021.
All right. If it's on May 31st, 2021, we will fast against it. Let's see when. 31st. Our fast will be the 27th. Okay, all right. We are calling a holy fast, the 27th, 6 days from now, beloved brothers and sisters. We are going to fast against Memorial Day. Okay, those people, they don't want to remember the 400 years. We will fast against that. Let me know in the live chat which one of you will fast against Memorial Day this Thursday coming up the 27th. Which one of you will fast against that, brothers and sisters? Give the Most High praises. All praises, glory. I will fast. I will fight. Will you? I gotta read this. So this is Hamas. Okay. I say that it's true. The battle ends today. But Netanyahu, the whole world should know that our hands are in the trigger, fingers. And we will continue to ramp up the capability of this resistance. And it's true. Those guys, they had rocks and slings. Thank you for everybody that say they will ride out for the Most High. All praises. That's what the Most High like. Soldiers. Now, those two have rocks and stones. Now those guys got missiles that can hit their cities. Their missiles usually could a few hundred yards, and that's it. Now they can travel for miles. Okay, that's what he says here. And we tell Netanyahu and his army, if you come back, we will come back. Okay. Okay. Well, that's I guess that's what that is. I think they have some dude at the end, some scumbag. This guy. Yeah, this guy was saying something. This is Ashkelon.
I'm against the ceasefire with Gaza. I think we should continue the fighting.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Continue the fighting until Hamas will collapse totally. The fact that we sit in here, peacefully drinking coffee and eating our croissant, it's only a matter of time until the next operation in Gaza. So it will take 1 year, it will take 2 years or 5 years, but we'll continue to fight. I think we have the perfect opportunity to win. And if we need to win, so we will win. We are strong in Ashdod, we're strong in Ashkelon, we're strong in Sderot. We will wait 1 week, 1 month, but we will win.
Here we go. They censor this dude. They cut off his shit. All right, let me give this dude some sounds effect. They censor him. They didn't let him talk. He says something, they censor him. So yeah, they say truce now. Okay, all right, well then go ahead then. Brothers, things like that happen all the time. I was not going to bring this, but let me let this play.
A river of muddy water in Rahway, New Jersey. Police say a water main gave way at St. George's and West Hazelwood Avenues around 9:30 this morning. Video from Chopper 2 shows the brown water running down several streets and past homes in the neighborhood. Crews from the Suez Water Company are on scene working to fix the water main.
So, a main water break, it has muddy water in it. Was it water or is it? But if you say it's water, I agree. Brown muddy water. All right, the Cowboys' favorite water. All right, let's move to the next video.
Now at noon, police investigating a shooting that happened in Miami Gardens where a woman was shot multiple times.
We do know a suspect is in custody. Local 10 News reporter Hatzel Vela is live on the scene.
And he has the very latest on what led up to this gunfire. Fill us in, Hatzel.
Janice and Christy, I can tell you that police telling us that this happened at around 4 this morning at this rental community called Douglas Point here in Miami Gardens. In fact, as we pan and you can zoom in, you can see there's still police van, investigators still on the scene. The police tape is still set up. I want to take you also to a Sky 10 video where you can see there was plenty of police activity. Here's what they're telling us. Early this morning, they were called out here because of a restraining order violation. But when police got here, they found a woman injured with multiple gunshot wounds.
Yeah, people are losing their freaking mind. You know, that's why they're putting on a restraining order and stuff like that. And then they're shooting and killing people, man. This thing is real. All right. So, and again, like you see, brothers, on the highways and 95, 595, all the freeway, you know, things like that are happening.
Get you more information now on that terrible situation there in Orange. Stu's been over. What more have you learned about this situation? A child rushed to Children's Hospital. What have you learned, Stu?
Michaela, nothing good at all. This is all just very tragic. We do know now that that child, a victim of a gunshot wound. This is not a BB gun we're shooting at all out here on the freeway. This is
we get it, a real gun. So, yeah, on the freeway, a lot of shootings on the freeway, brothers. Okay. You know that. All right, a lot of people are crashing.
A developing story. A 27-year-old mom and her 4 children were involved in a crash in North Harris County. This happened on Aldine Westfield near the Hardy Toll Road. Deputies were able to remove all of them from the car after they were trapped. They were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The crash is under investigation.
Yeah, they say texting and all that. Okay, that's what they will say.
Can you slide any, ma'am? Is your head clear?
So you're hearing audio from the body cam video of a sheriff's deputy in Virginia who responded to a crash where an SUV had overturned. Deputy Jay Holt's body camera shows a woman's lower body in the vehicle, but her head was pinned to the ground through the sunroof. The heroic deputy lifts up the car with his bare hands so the woman can ease her head out. The same deputy was recently awarded for saving 2 people from a house fire, and now this.
Okay, well, they didn't show the video. Okay, well, it's the news. I believe you guys, this guy left the car. Nah, man, he just tilted the car. Those people like to take things and then make it look some type of superhero stuff. That guy tilted the car. That's what it was. And right, nothing like he lifted the car like a Superman and stuff. He tilted the car, pushed it, it tilted off. Man. All right, beloved, this video going to be at least 2 hours or more. The people want me. The people wants to keep trucking. Too much good news out there. We put more videos. Now, brothers, witness this. This is in Los Angeles.
One person was killed when a car hit a bus in South LA just before 9 o'clock this morning. It happened across from LA Southwest College. Now, the front end of the four-door sedan crashed into the back of the bus. The car landed on the sidewalk and ended up wedged between the bus and a covered bus stop.
So this happened in LA like yesterday, the 20th, and then this happened in New York.
Accident caught on camera on Long Island. A pickup truck jumped the curb and crashed into a bus stop, seriously injuring 2 people. CBS 2's Carolyn Gussoff live at the scene in Levittown tonight. Carolyn.
Maurice, there is virtually nothing left of what used to be a bus stop shelter right behind me. It was around noon. 2 women were quietly waiting for a bus when suddenly an out-of-control pickup truck came crashing into them. Then there was a frantic effort to save the life of one woman pinned under debris. This is all that's left of a Hempstead Turnpike bus shelter, crushed at midday by a pickup truck exiting the Tri-County Shopping Center. On surveillance video, you can see 2 women taking a seat at the bus stop. Moments later, as the pickup truck turns right, you can see the driver door swing open and the truck veer out of control, slamming into waiting passengers. Witnesses who ran to help told us one woman was pinned under debris. Half a dozen Good Samaritans freed her and rendered life-saving first aid.
We could see her laying with the thing on top of her. The police were with her, the customers were with her, people were all over the parking lot.
Now, you saw this happen a lot of time, and especially here in Miami and South Florida, it's happening. So this guy was driving, and then somehow the Most High sent an angel, opened the door, or something happened. He tried to close the door. He lost control. Boom. And then this dude over there, I don't know what happened. They lost control. Boom, in the bus stop. We don't know. But we know those people, they build all their stuff. Like in the book, The Beloved Brother Big Judah was reading, remember, brothers, those people, they build their stuff, their highways, on top of our highways, next to our highways, and claim it, they did this. But they didn't. Okay, this is in Russia, okay? This is in Russia. That happened like the 19th. It's a sandstorm. Okay, the Most High blacked out the place. It's terrifying them. All praises to the Most High, man.
Investigators say a case of mistaken identity left.
Okay, this is the dude. Remember the story? The little Spanish fellow, he killed his father, this black man, and his 2 daughters, okay? The dude was just going home. All right.
This Harris County man dead. And now 4 members of one family are charged with his murder. Jason Miles has new information from the scene in the Copperfield area.
Take a look. This is where the victim crashed his car after getting shot. The family accused of killing him live in this house.
Harris County Sheriff's investigators say a family was on the lookout for a black Dodge Charger when they instead shot up this dark gray Challenger in a case of apparent mistaken identity.
So that's what happened, okay? They were looking for a black Dodge Charger, and then they decided, like, they saw a Challenger, and then they stopped the brother, they shot and killed him. Because they were being harassed by somebody, okay? And then they shot and killed someone because they could not find a person, and then they just see a car that looked like this, and then they shot and killed him.
And I heard something like a pow, 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 pow.
Harold Robinson, who heard the commotion from his nearby home, never imagined his cousin, Eddie Clark, was the alleged victim.
I saw it on the news, but I didn't know it was actually in this neighborhood until I got up there the next morning. And that's how we discovered that it was him.
Investigators say the family accused of killing Clark had recently reported harassment at their home. This home, where what appear to be bullet holes are clearly visible. They're accused of blocking Clark's car late Monday night when he arrived home from work before firing a number of shots as he tried to get away.
The ones
that I actually heard, it sounded like 3 or 4, but ultimately, as the police showed up and marked off the scene and everything, it ended up being closer to 7 or 8.
During the apparent pursuit, this neighbor says Clark's vehicle careened into his yard and clipped his car.
Clark's Challenger ended up crashing into this tree located coincidentally in the family's yard.
They should be captured and brought to justice, you know.
19-year-old Joe Argueta, who was questioned on the scene, was the first to be arrested while the search for his father and uncle continue. Argueta's mother is also charged with murder in a case Clark's cousin simply describes as irresponsible.
That kind of stuff shouldn't happen, man.
That's what happened, man. A lot of people are losing their freaking mind out there. They beefing with somebody, and then they see a random car that passing by that look like them. Most likely, they saw the car coming, and then it looked like a Charger, and then they like, yo, this is the guy. They black him, and they shot and kill him. All praises to the Most High. May the Most High give those people justice and give them peace because of what's happened. Everything that happening, the Most High know about it, and then it happened in his watch, and he let him happen for a reason. We don't know this dude. We don't know what he does. It seems like a good guy, okay? You know, it seems like a nice guy, got 2 kids, okay? And, you know, they look like a decent man to us. But we don't know what he did, why the Most High decided to let things like that happen to him. And we know the Most High, when he does something, he always judge in righteousness. We have no way, and we have no business of questioning the Most High judgment. Okay, this is a fire in Greece. All right, fiery conflagration of the cities, brothers. Okay, this is a fire in Greece over there. Wildfires. And they are seeing this, brothers. It's really worrying them. It happened in Kazakhstan, Greece, and the one in South Africa, Brazil, Mexico, speaking French, and all that. So now they see the whole the sky is dark. You know, those things are not, I mean, Greece is not known for wildfire, man. Okay, this is all praises to the Most High. This is plague number 2, fiery conflagration of the city. Let us move to the next video.
Tropical waters are heating up.
And new today, NOAA releasing its prediction for this hurricane season. And our chief certified meteorologist, Betty Davis, is here with what we can expect.
Hi, the forecasters are saying there's a 60% chance of an above normal season. Here are the numbers. NOAA calling for 13 to 20 named storms, 6 to 10 of those becoming hurricanes, and 3 to 5 of those very well becoming major hurricanes, category 3 or higher. You can see how those numbers compare to what we would anticipate in an average season, 14, 7, and 3. And here's a reminder. Last year's hurricane season, 2020, was indeed record-setting, the busiest season on record. We got 30 named storms out of that one. Now, already, it's not even June 1st, and we're looking at this non-tropical low-pressure system east-northeast of Bermuda. This right here may very well become subtropical storm Ana at some point on Friday. Forecasters are giving it a high chance of developing. Thank goodness we don't have to be concerned about it, but just goes to show you things are already heating up.
So, oh, here we go. That's the thing we're all watching. Let me just now, with that being said, brothers, they have the instrument. Again, we told those people. They cannot control the weather, because if they had it, those rich people that are living on the coast, they would have just say a word, and then they would have used the up, and then they would have sent those hurricanes away. They would not only they would have sent them away, they would have sent them to Jamaica, Haiti, and destroy the little nation. They would have sent all of them to Africa. But it keep coming to them, and they have the instrument. They can see that. If those people have instruments that they can see, like when horrible things are coming to them, the weather and stuff like that, you don't think they have other instruments they can use and they can watch and say, wait a minute, this thing is not affecting those people like they're affecting us. We used to be at top of the world. We used to be the heroes that come over there and save them. Now they have to come and say, well, not really. We don't have to come and save no one. And not only we can't save them, they can't save themselves, because the Heavenly Father hands is heavy upon them.
Let's start with India's second wave. The good news is that the numbers are falling. The bad news is that there are new complications. After black fungus, now there are reports of a more dangerous white fungus. We'll tell you all about it. But first, the numbers. India has reported.
So, India, what? Brothers, give the Most High all praises, man. Give the Most High all glory. First, they had black fungus, which they say that was pretty rare. And then now they got white fungus, which is deadlier, which is worse than black fungus. What is it? How could you people just sitting there and then not saying, wait a minute, something is going on. Why is it all those things? Maybe we are doing something wrong. Yet, you people didn't have that $5 billion that you had. You could have easily spent it on your health system and quickly find out the cure for those things. You spend it on missile and rockets and all this garbage about swords. Next video.
18 Pulaski Street in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Relatives.
Now to a tragic fire in Brooklyn. A teenage boy died while he was sleeping when an early morning fire swept through a multi-family home. CBS 2's Hazel Sanchez has more from Bed-Stuy.
As workers boarded up what's left of this multi-family home at 17 Pulaski Street in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, relatives tried to comfort the grieving mother of 15-year-old Jacob Weissman, who was sleeping inside when an early morning fire destroyed the building. Larry Riley is Jacob's grandfather.
Brethren, again, sister, we see this. The Most High, Hesh is catching hell, man. Hesh is catching hell. Remember, again, before we go to this is a plague number 2, fiery conflagration of the cities, okay? So this thing got caught on fire. A Hesh boy, he was asleep, he died. Remember, brothers, I'll say 2 or 3 months ago, remember in Brooklyn, a little boy, well, a driver, we say this all the time, a driver dropped 2 little boys to go to school, and then they walked behind the car, and then he was driving, somehow he run over them, he didn't even notice. And a bus, a van does the same thing, he run over them. The Hesh children are catching hell over there, man. They are catching hell. New York, the energy in New York, brothers, it's off the hook. A lot of things are happening in New York, brothers. Okay? A lot of things are happening in New York because the people that Hesh over there, you know, that doing this, that were doing a lot of things, those are the people. That's why New York is upside down, because Hesh done a lot over there. Let us keep on watching.
It was accidental. And he was in the bedroom. He had the door closed, the air conditioner on. And I don't even think he ever knew what hit him.
The fire started just after 6 o'clock Wednesday morning. Henry Robertson lives across the street and woke up to neighbors yelling and screaming outside.
Peeked through the window and noticed that there were flames coming from the top window of the building. People were banging on the door trying to make their way into the building. They ultimately were able to force their way in and I guess wake up all of the people there.
The flames were so intense, neighbors couldn't reach Jacob. 100 fire and EMS personnel responded to the scene.
We're confronted with heavy fire on the 3rd and 4th floor and hallway of this 4-story multiple dwelling.
Firefighters say they discovered Jacob's body so badly burned he was almost unrecognizable. Riley says Jacob's mother and 2 older sisters were out of town and he was home alone.
He was a great kid.
Wow.
He loved life. It was just salt to the earth. It's like a nightmare.
The fire marshal is still trying to figure out what caused this fire. In Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, Hazel Sanchez, CBS 2 News.
One person was killed when a car hit a bus.
Okay.
Now to a tragic fire in Brooklyn.
This kid's name is Jacob? It's the most, we saw Joshua, then now we saw Jacob. Okay. I want to see the mother face, but there's a lot of things going on over there, brothers. A lot, you know, a lot. Okay, so those are the grieving family.
To comfort the grieving mother.
Okay, that's the grieving mother. So, you know, Hesh is catching a lot of hell. So, all praises to the Most High, man. Stay out of it.
Gun violence in New York City. A mother shot dead at a prayer vigil for a friend who was killed the night before. Welcome back. I'm Christine Johnson.
I'm Maurice Dubois. Police say that mother was killed in a drive-by shooting in Brooklyn.
And today, her family is speaking out as police search for suspects. CBS 2's Natalie Judgeridge has more from Brownsville.
The uncle and sister of 32-year-old Shalimar Burkett are overcome with grief. Her mother, Patricia Hamilton, could barely speak.
Okay, sorrow. Now, brothers, you really don't want to put, well, especially you sisters, you don't want to put your family through things like this. Because if somebody, brethren, let me tell you this straight up. If you have a friend, I don't care no matter how much you love this friend or family member, if that person was gunned down somewhere, you don't go to Virgil, go out there and then pray, white Jesus and all that. Hey, that person died. Okay, all praises to the Most High. If you have to go to the funeral, you go. You see those things all, especially when it happened with gun violence, man. You see, like a lot of the time when the people go out there, they get shot too. You don't know what people are doing out there. I understand you got a nephew, you love her, you love him. I understand you got a brother, you love him, but you don't know their private lives, man. You don't know what those people are doing. If one of them gets shot down in the street, and then you go in there, if they get involved with like gang violence or whatever, or anything like that, and then you go out there trying to do Virgil and stuff. If you're gonna do something, brothers, do it in private. Do it inside of your house. Do it in your backyard. And our people are doing this thing out there and then praying Jesus, Jesus, and then they are getting killed, man.
We're very destroyed. On Monday night, Burkett, a mother of 2 boys, was at a memorial for a friend who was gunned down at a party hours earlier.
There you go. There you go. This dude or this friend, this women or this men got killed in a party, and then I have to live my life with 2 beautiful children, and then I have to go over there. Oh my God, they killed my friend and stuff. He was just having fun. She was just having fun. And then another dumbass Negro, another white supremacist in the car going over there and then shoot us.
Investigators say a white sedan drove by the vigil at Park Place and Howard Avenue, and someone fired several rounds, hitting Burkett twice in the head. She was rushed to Brookdale Hospital, where she died.
At a candlelight vigil, what kind of person will do something like that?
She's outgoing, lovely, a lovely personality. She's fun. She always liked to be out.
Police say Shalimar was an innocent bystander and believe the bullets were intended for gang members standing nearby. So far this year, there have been 564 people shot citywide compared to 316 by this time last year. The 73rd precinct where this happened has the second highest number of shooting victims citywide, up 130% from the previous year.
We need the police to really help bring justice.
And then you'll have our people saying the dumbass thing like this. You don't need the Mosai to bring justice. You will ask the same people that are shooting us. Most likely they are the same people that are doing this. You never know. And then you'll have those church women going over there and saying, oh, well, you know, we need the police to do something about this. Oh, hell no, man. We need our people to behave and follow the Mosai, and then we can do something about that, man. And we told you this is plague number 9. It's only going to get worse. Execution by the sword. What you see here, it's going to increase and increase. And they saw what's happening this year is worse than it was last year. And last year was the worst year that they had so far. Our people don't listen. You talk to them. It's not like they don't know the truth. They don't care. They don't care, man. And now, oh, the same people that are doing us wrong all over, we want them to save us now. We want our enemy, choose a lesser evil. We want our enemy to save us now. No, we need to come back to the Most High, and then none of this thing will happen to us. When a person, brothers, a family member or a friend got shot down, that got killed in the street, gunned down, you don't go to the Virgil, man. You don't go to this thing. Amen. I understand this dude. I respect him here. Okay, rest in peace, man. The Most High have mercy upon him. I'm staying my ass home, man. This is not the time to party, brothers. We keep telling our people this. This is not the time to go to parties and enjoy life. This is the time for meditation. This is the time for fast, pray, repent, repeat. There's no more time left, brothers. What do we have to do to tell those people, man? We keep telling you people there is no more time. It is done. Our people don't listen. It's always party, Negro, and after the party, you got killed. One of you got killed. You do not have the decency, the thoughts of saying, wait a minute, this guy, this girl got gunned down at this party. What if I go to this virgin and then one of those gang members or one of those white supremacists pass over and shot and kill me? Nope. They have to go over there and then gang and party, all this garbage, man.
I know that right now, like, they have this whole big thing where they're trying to get rid of cops. We really need
There you go.
Burkett's brother was also the victim of gun violence, killed 3 years ago.
You hear that? You heard that? Brethren, if these women can hear about us, there's a movement to defund the police. They know about our people. They know they are the children of Yasharallah. They know they are the true children of the Most High. You mean to tell me those people didn't see that thing that happened over there it happened at the Capitol with the group of the brothers, where the group from Zabak, when they got that Trump fellow in that hat and he was in front of this Native American and all that stuff. You mean they didn't hear, they didn't see this on the news? They don't know what's going on. They do know, they don't care.
Their mother is now mourning the loss of 2 children and will raise her grandchildren. In Brownsville, Brooklyn, Natalie Dudridge.
There you go. Bring a pastor here, put their heads down and worshiping another God. And our people are wondering why this thing is happening. Why? Because of that, because of what you guys are doing. Because you are bowing down unto another God, a fake God. You angering our Father. This is why those things keep happening.
CBS 2 News.
Whatever, man.
New questions tonight after 3 teens died in a 2-car crash on Kelly Drive last night. I'm Shayna Humphreys.
And I'm Jason Martinez. And tonight,
again, follow, brothers, follow.
Tonight, 2 other people are still in the hospital. Our Jennifer Joyce has the latest from Kelly Drive.
Accident investigators were out at the crash site for several hours. Their investigation is really just beginning as several families are now in mourning. A parent's worst nightmare. 3 teens killed in a crash last night on Kelly Drive near Hunting Park Avenue.
I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine.
It happened just after 9 p.m. 19-year-old Juwan Johnson is one of the victims. His family didn't want to talk on camera but shared this photo of the young man. They say he graduated from Gamp High School last year and just completed his first year of college. Johnson was riding in a 2006.
Look at this car, man. Look at this car. That's a crash, man. And our people, they will see their children go. This is not normal, brothers. And they never ask themselves, why is this thing happening? Is it something that I done? Is it something that I am doing or my husband or the family done? They never question this, brothers.
Mazda. The driver, 18-year-old Joyce Roberts, and 17-year-old passenger Julian Durant were also killed. A 4th teen is in critical condition. Police say the Mazda crossed into the westbound lane and struck a Honda. A 65-year-old man driving that vehicle is also in critical condition. A police source tells us that this is the 4th fatal accident on this stretch of Kelly Drive since January 2020.
That means it's too much. That means the ley line is there. That means something is wrong. It's not drunk driving. It's not none of this thing. Probably those kids were going to a party or doing something normal. They were driving like probably 50 miles, 40 miles an hour. Then the Heavenly Father switched the ley line and then boom. Anyway, man, it's too much happening. I can't believe people are not seeing this, man. Next video.
A crime alert now. A man has been arrested for a weekend shooting that left a man in critical condition. Mobile's sheriff office reporting today that Lloyd Brandon Harvey shot 23-year-old Alex Weaver Saturday near Red Fox Road in Mount Vernon. The sheriff's office using dogs searched for Harvey for 4 days. He was finally caught yesterday in Pritchard. He's now facing charges of assault, resisting arrest, and domestic violence.
So yeah, this thing, brothers, it's not going to go anywhere. It's only gonna get worse. People are shooting. People don't want to arguing anymore. They're arguing with the sword.
Breaking news, a deadly confrontation for Houston police while you were sleeping.
Yeah, police pulled over a driver before a second man approached officers and then opened fire.
Michelle Choi is live in Southwest Houston at the gas station where this all happened. And Michelle, we've learned that the suspected shooter has died.
Yeah, Houston police say he died at the hospital earlier this morning. Now, guys, there's a lot to sort through here, but police believe this may have all been sparked by a possible road rage incident that took place somewhere along Gessner and West Park, about 7 miles from where we are. Now, investigators say just before 1:30 this morning, they spotted a green truck speeding in that area. They followed it and then pulled that truck over somewhere here along Bissonnet and 59. Now, take a look. This is a closer look at that green truck. They say a man and a woman were inside. They told officers they were speeding, trying to get away from someone driving a black car, shooting at another car. That's when police say a different man in his 20s walked across the median from a nearby gas station and began talking to police. Moments later, they say that man reached into his pants and pulled out a gun and shouted, quote, "Just shoot me," then shot at the officers who fired back, hitting him. The man was rushed to the hospital where he died. Now back out here live, this Shell gas station in front.
Anyway, man, execution by the sword, plague number 9. Okay, execution by the sword. A lot of people are going crazy out there, man. Stay out of it.
Right, Bill, random, senseless, and...
Now, let me see. Okay. Watch this, okay? Watch this.
Suddenly, she got yanked backward and screamed.
A Good Samaritan tells a harrowing story. He jumped in to help a woman who was being stabbed on a subway platform in Manhattan. This exclusive video of the attack. And any minute now, President Biden is expected to talk about the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. We'll have his comments for you live. And good evening to you at 6 o'clock. I'm Liz Chow.
And I'm Bill Ritter. We begin with more violence on the subway. The latest terrifying random attack. It happened last night. A 54-year-old woman stabbed by a stranger on the platform of the Union Square station.
This time, a Good Samaritan jumped into action and not only stopped the attack, but helped catch the knife-wielding man.
That Good Samaritan speaking exclusively at Eyewitness News reporter N.J. Burkett.
Beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, there's no such thing as a good Samaritan. The Samaritan in the Bible story, they were horrible people. The one guy, the one Samaritan that passed, helped the injured person, they say, hey, that's a good Samaritan. When people say Samaritan, they want to say that all Samaritans are good. No, they were actually horrible people. You don't know what this woman said to this man. You don't know what happened prior to that. You don't know what led to this. And you have no idea what's going on. Remember, there was another dude, brothers. He was in a supermarket. There was an argument between a man and a 14-year-old girl because the girl told her mother to put how much the water costs. And that guy flipped. And then he punched the 14-year-old girl. And then that dude came in. And then he stepped in. And the guy stabbed him in his heart. Kill him. Beloved, don't risk your life for no one. You don't know this woman. You don't know those people. Risk your life for the Most High. You don't know what's going on. Don't be a hero, brothers. I beg you. Don't go out there and trying to be a hero and save. Oh, I save her from slashing and stuff. You don't know what happened. You don't know what's going on. This woman probably said something to him. This woman probably did something to him, to his family. He recognized her. Something happened. Oh, a freaking demon jumped onto this dude. The Most High tried to do his work. You you block the hand of the Most High, which you can't. But you go against him. Like I always say, brothers, anytime you're somewhere, well, at least I am, If you hit some popcorn, start popping off, brothers, look for the nearest exit and get the hell out of here. Go home, go watch the news, pray the Most High, eat some food. Watch the Big Levi video, Big Judah video, give the Most High all praises. Just go to Lisa Cabrera, just watch one of the videos. Don't be going up places to try to be a hero. You don't know what's going on, brothers. You don't know what those people did, man. You have no idea what's going on. You see somebody's getting stabbed and then you risk your life trying to save this person. You don't owe anybody anything. This person is not your mother. This person is not your auntie. It's not somebody you with. Brethren, listen, if I'm with a friend, we are standing on a subway and then we're talking and somebody attacked this friend, you better believe it. This guy with the knife, I will take his face, his front face, and then twist it, put it in his back face. I have my tools on me, man. I'll pop a couple popcorn in his stomach. I'm somewhere with my daughter, or with my mother, or with a good friend of mine, and somebody attack this person while I'm here. That's it for this person. The police will get my side of the story. That's it. Nobody else's. Somebody attack my daughter, the police, I will make sure the police get my side of the story. And my side only. But some random scumbag in the street getting attacked, I mind my own goddamn business and keep it walking, man. All praises to the Most High. Let's move to the next video.
More breaking news, a system outage affecting airports across the country, including here JFK. Video from social media shows a very crowded Kennedy terminal with people waiting to check their bags. Airport officials sent out a tweet less than an hour ago saying the check-in system for American Airlines and JetBlue both experiencing system-wide issues.
All right, so conspiracy. Well, it's been a while. I haven't heard about Dabu 7. So anyway, conspiracy theorists will say some hish, but yeah, whatever. So I thought that would be cool to bring it to you guys. I don't know what's going on. I leave this to you conspiracy theorists and little tall gray aliens, so to speak.
What is that noise? And where the heck is it coming from? The mystery sound was captured on a doorbell cam in Salt Lake City at 5 a.m. The baffled homeowner posted, "What is this sound? Kept me up all night. Must have been near 80 to 90 decibels, filled the entire neighborhood. Neighbors called 911. You can hear the spooky sounds in the background."
Can you hear that sound? I don't know what it is. It's the strangest sound. It's coming from up the street, and it's odd. I don't know how to describe it. Did you hear it?
All praises to the Most High. Plague number 10. Thunder voices, loud noise, and the weather also. Now, brothers, they're going to say something here. They always give you the explanation because they cannot explain it, and they will give you some silly explanation. Watch this.
I can definitely hear something.
It woke Linda Morrison in the middle of the night.
It almost sounded like a dog barking in a very rhythmical way in a sort of a muffled tone.
There were all kinds of theories.
It's like a helicopter blade that goes faster and slower, louder and softer. Listen, listen.
Others posted their guesses online. Sounds like a windmill. That is a wild mongoose mating call. You're about to be abducted. Now the mystery has been solved. Okay. Police say the noise is coming from intense winds blowing into a slack line like this. A slack line is a thin piece of nylon that's used like a tightrope. Sometimes they can catch the wind and create quite the strange sound.
You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. So the loud noise that wake up a bunch of people in the neighborhood, they were so frightened that they called the police, was caused by one of those slack line? You mean like, watch this, brothers. You can hear this stuff.
What is that noise?
The wind is not, the trees are not shaking. There's no wind. Look at when this dude get out.
Where the heck is it coming from? The mystery sound was captured on a doorbell cam in Salt Lake City at 5 a.m.
Look at the little
baffled
wind.
homeowner posted.
The guy get outside, brothers. You should have a wind of that force Should have pushed this guy. His hair would have been all over. I was like, what the hell? There's a hurricane out there? The trees are very calm.
Kept me up
Look
all
at the
night.
trees.
Must have been near 80 to 90 decibels.
The trees are good. Nothing. A noise like that wake up the whole neighborhood, and then you people say, "Man, get the hell out of here, man." That's what they do when they cannot explain things. We know the Most High is sending stuff, plagues out there. Those are bad omen.
Game.
Okay, watch this.
Now in Houston's 5th Ward, a terrible situation for the people who live in this home. A tree has fallen on that house, and that tree is massive. Sky 2 showing us the scope of the situation. Andy Sirota now in that neighborhood, Farmer Street and Sackowitz Street. Andy, was anybody inside that house when the tree fell?
Anyway, man, we see like this thing happen so much, brothers. How many times we have to see trees are falling upon houses? It's just like so much. All glory and praises to the Most High, man. Move to the next video.
This is breaking news.
We're over Beacon Hill Drive at Dobbs Ferry, where about 1:30 this afternoon, a Dobbs Ferry police officer was stabbed in the face. Now,
all praises to the Most High. Next video.
Breaking news now. 2 people are killed on the Major Deegan Expressway this morning after a BMW slammed into the back of a tractor trailer. The call came in shortly after midnight on the southbound Deegan near Fordham Road. The white BMW sedan ended up wedged between the big rig and the pavement. 2 people died at the scene, a male driver and his female passenger. Their names and ages have yet to be released. At the moment, all lanes on the southbound Deegan are closed to traffic.
Things like that happen, brothers. It happen way too often. New York, the energy over there. There's one person made a comment one day, said there's so much weekend over there, and you know, in New York. They say that's the place with the school of much weekend. Weekend, is that what that is? What is a weekend? Oh, weekend.
According to Wikipedia, Wicca, also termed pagan witchcraft, is a modern pagan religion.
Oh, that's what that is. Yeah, apparently they practice that thing a hell of a lot over there. Okay, we call those guys. He said there's a lot of schools over there in New York. Mysterious school. Okay, witchcraft. They practice this. Those are true witchcraft, not like, you know, people like claiming they do witchcraft. He said like these things happen all the time. He said New York is loaded with this. That's why you see all those energy are going off over there. Okay. So that's India. So this is the villagers, the rural people, and that guy over there, he's one of those politicians. He came to get their vote, and then they almost killed him. They roast him alive. They like, yo, you scumbag didn't do anything for us. I lost family. I lost people to that pandemic. When that thing was going on, you guys still have that election and stuff. If you want my vote, you can just, you know, they get this, the people, they give this guy the business, man. They give him the business. And then our people need to start doing this, give the politician the business. Okay? Who are India waking up from their BJP karma? Okay, waking up, tell those politicians to get lost, come back to the Most High, and then done with it, okay?
KPRC 2 News begins right now with breaking news.
And that breaking news involves the death of a Harris County Precinct 1 deputy constable. Tonight, we are learning troubling new details surrounding his suicide.
KPRC 2 Investigates has been working on this story all day and has uncovered some disturbing details about the deputy's death and his involvement in the sexual abuse of children.
Our Keith Garvin standing by in the newsroom tonight with this breaking story. Keith?
Dominique, Chris, this information just coming into our newsroom minutes ago. This is what we've learned through KPRC 2 Investigate. It involves Harris County Precinct 1 Deputy Constable Robert Johnson, who had been with the department since 2013. We've learned he was the subject of a criminal investigation involving the sexual abuse of children. 4 different agencies, including the FBI and Texas Rangers, were involved. On Wednesday morning, after an attempted traffic stop in North Liberty County, Deputy Johnson sparked a standoff where he threatened to take his own life. That standoff lasted several hours, and according to investigators with the Alvin Police Department, during that standoff, Johnson made several phone calls and confessed to the allegations of sexually assaulting minors. He also implicated other adults in the sexual abuse. He then took his own life. Again, we've learned that the sexual abuse investigation was being looked into by several agencies, including Alvin Police, Texas Rangers, the FBI, and the Brazoria County District Attorney's Office, because of the claims Johnson made that other people were involved in sexual abuse of minors. Alvin Police, they are continuing their investigation and say criminal charges against other people could be forthcoming. We're going to...
So, beloved, that's the last video. And you know, it's no surprise to people. You know, it's exactly like, hey man, we're also surprised by this. So you got this cop, he killed himself before he killed himself. Oh, okay, well, he killed whatever, man. He killed himself before he got arrested because of the whole thing. You know, those guys, they are pedophile and they abuse children. Some of the time they kill those kids, like we had that story yesterday. Sometimes they kill the children so the children won't talk. So, and just to give, is that thing even recording before I give a little history on this? All right, it's already been 2 hours. I did promise 2 hours. Now, what is this going on? Daphne, man charged with stealing travel trailer, jet ski, and more from storage units. Crazy thing, crazy. So, let me give a little history on some of the research, what I've done. What you're calling law enforcement. You know what? Let me take this video and show you before I said anything. Now, this is this is the Pentagon. Okay, that's on my other channels that I used to do for years, and I used to make news like that. Okay, bipartisan bill aims to tackle rampant child porn sharing on Pentagon computers. Those are the Pentagons. Those are the CIA, FBI. Those are the guys that's supposed to protect you. Those are the people, brothers. Welcome to Stop Fab Institute. Today, 45 p.m. My apology. July the 6th, 2019. 2019. 1:45 p.m. My apology. And I'm in Plantation right now. I'm at work, and there has been an explosion at a shopping center. I could have heard it, but I'm fine. So remember that explosion? Remember that explosion, brothers? That happened next to me. That was the Mosai telling me, stop doing this comeback stuff. Come and do my job instead. And I was making this little YouTube channel and stuff, and I stumbled upon this story. My apology in advance. I might receive texts and people might call me since I'm doing this on my phone. So, wouldn't you know it, man? The Pentagon, which is where the CIA is at, those guys are sharing so much child filth that they had to pass a bill to block that. This is ridiculous, man. This shows you how messed up this thing is, man. This shows you how messed up all this goddamn filth is, man. Like, it's pretty much everybody's involved. Look at this fellow, Alex Jones. His email was infested with child porn. This is crazy, man. Yeah, so those people, yeah, Alex Jones, that's what he was like. Oh, yeah. Nah, man, you are watching this. Brothers, those are the FBI, the CIA, the police officers. That's all they watch, brothers. They have the power. The Pentagon, brothers, there is a story that Ohio, they declared a national emergency because that thing was, they were sharing this thing so much. It's a big business, brothers. It's a big business, and the people that you know that are in this are those police officers, those guys that control it. All right, and then there's another story that taxpayer will foot $10,000 a year bill so a disabled lesbian woman who can't, who can't pleasure herself can see therapists to provide her a sexual release. So once a year, these so-called lesbian women will go to the therapist, and then they will pay $10,000, and then this therapist will do stuff to her and release her, and then you will pay $10,000 for that. You have no idea so much stuff, brothers. You know, it's really disgusting. I don't want to bring those things to you, but it's just some of the stuff those people are doing out there, brothers, but they are hiding those things. It's It's like, yo, man, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me, man? And our people are in the dark about this, brethren. They are in the dark about that. You know, I am very well aware. There are so many things, brothers, I don't want to bring them to the people, because those people do so much stuff, brothers. It's so much. It's so much. There's so much on the dark web. And I remember one subscriber bought something that I didn't want to bring, but she bought it. She said, there's a woman a couple years ago that had a channel on the dark web. Is that thing even recording? Let me see. We're almost done, brothers. We're almost done. She had a channel on the dark web. And her channel, quote unquote, a video channels, was her getting abortion. She made 100 video, 100. She get an abortion 100 times. She get pregnant 100 times and getting live abortion 100 times and sell those things to men. She become a millionaire. Brothers, things like this. Look, they are. Let me leave it that like here. Let me leave it right here. Those people are talking about this, oh, Biden and stuff like that. Those are the so-called Trump supporters and stuff. They're all involved in this. They are. I don't want to go further into this because this is not what this channel is about. This is about the Most High. But this dude, he killed himself because he know what's going to happen to him when he was going to prison. All praises to the Most High, brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Type it in the comment. All praises. That's that girl that they kill. You know, this teen kill him and stuff. That's what those guys, they do that, brothers. They do that. They like that. They like doing things like that, okay? Word rage shooting leads to rush hour delay. So many word rage shooting, brothers. How could you not see this, man? Give the Most High all praises, beloved brothers and sisters. It was a pleasure for having you here. And then let me go ahead and upload this video. Probably you're going to get it at 9 p.m. Thank you. So, well, that's already like at least 11 p.m. by now. You know, we had fun. We had fun, beloved. We had fun. We watched this, and then we'll wait. If the Most High want me to do something else, I'll do it. All praises to the Most High, YAHAWAH. May the King reign forever. Fast, pray, repent, repeat. Shalom.